Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be doing a fragrance haul. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back, and thank you so much for your continued support. If you want to see what I hauled lately, then keep watching. Before we get started, if you haven't yet subscribed, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and activate that notification bell. Without further ado, let's dive right in. This is a collective haul. These fragrances came at different times from different places within the past month. This first one I'm going to show you comes from the House of Sospiro, and this is Erba Pura Magica. And this was kindly sent to me in PR. I love this bottle. This is that same color as Erba Pura by Xerjoff. The cap is quite different, as you can see, and the bottle is beautiful. I love this color. I will go ahead and read the notes to you before I tell you my thoughts on this. The notes here were not broken down into top, middle, and bottom. They're just listed, so I will read them to you as is. This has bergamot, passion fruit, fruity notes. There's lemon and orris. This also lists woody notes, amber, musk. This has a buttery caramel accord and cedarwood. I'll spray some on my wrist. It's juicy, fruity. Right away I get that juicy burst of passion fruit. It's sweet. It's zesty from that lemon. As this is drying down, it gets very buttery and creamy. I get a presence of vanilla in this, although it's not listed. Maybe it's that buttery caramel, but it feels very smooth, creamy, very sweet and decadent. I had Erba Pura a few years ago and I loved the fragrance, and it went from a love to a strong dislike. One day I just put it on and it didn't smell good to me. I got all that screechiness that everybody's talking about. It smelled very musky, but it wasn't a pleasant musk. Too synthetic smelling. I couldn't wait to wash this off. It was driving me crazy all day because, as you know, it's a beast mode fragrance and it stays with you all day long. I washed the top that I was wearing and I can still smell that musk. That musk that lingers after most of it is gone. There was no passion fruit, it was just that musk, and it was so irritating. We parted ways and I decluttered that fragrance. Ever since, I was craving something similar to it, but just not as screechy. My dreams came true and Sospiro created this fragrance. This is absolutely stunning. Listen, if you're struggling with Erba Pura and you can't stand that screechiness, that synthetic musk, I strongly suggest you get yourself a sample of Erba Pura Magica, because this fragrance is truly magical. That passion fruit is just right. It's ripe, it's juicy, there's no screechiness. This is very well blended, very smooth. Again, that buttery caramel accord really smells buttery. It has that smooth texture. It's so good. This is truly what my summer tropical dreams are made of. And the dry down just gets a little more creamy, more buttery, more delicious, more gourmand. It's so addicting. I can't stop smelling this. This is so beautiful, you guys. I think everybody should sample this. Please come back and let me know what you think. Erba Pura Magica by Sospiro. This next fragrance I also received in PR, and this comes from the House of Cupid. Cupid is a sister brand of Sospiro. I just had to show you how the box comes. It opens up like this. This is what the bottle looks like. I'll read the notes to you first and then tell you my thoughts. In the top notes, there's pineapple, apple, green notes, cassis, and bergamot. Middle notes are birch, pink pepper, patchouli, jasmine. Base notes are oak moss, vanilla, musk, and amber. I'll spray some in the cap. This is very sweet and crisp from the pineapple and the apple. I also get some green facets. It's fruity and it's earthy from the patchouli and the oak moss, which takes it in a slightly masculine direction. I have to say, for me, this is unisex, leaning slightly masculine. I really find this scent refreshing and bright and crisp, especially for summertime. I have to say this one smells like Creed Aventus. I enjoy Creed Aventus, and if you do too, if you like the sound of the pineapple with the apple, this could easily be a dupe for Creed Aventus. This next fragrance is again PR, and this was also sent to me by Sospiro. This is also a sister house. This is by Music de Perfume, and this is Andamento. The bottle is really pretty. I like that they have the notes here. It's black and gold. Top notes are bergamot and cotton candy. red fruits, tuberose, magnolia. Middle notes are rose, vanilla, benzoin, tonka bean, and cashmere wood. Base notes are sandalwood, musk, cypriol oil, and vetiver. This is basically a sweet, ambery, woody, aromatic vanilla. For those of you who love vanilla and like those aromatic touches, I get the bergamot. I'm not getting too much cotton candy from this. It's not very sweet. There's just that touch of sweetness, not a very sweet scent. It's more citrusy. There's that presence of vetiver. I find this fragrance to be masculine leaning, which is not for me. I like more unisex leaning feminine fragrances, and this one is way too masculine. I need to spray this one on my husband and see how he likes it. I have a feeling he will, and I think it's going to smell really good on him, because this scent is really pretty. It's just not one that I would end up wearing. If you're a guy watching, you might want to try this. This next fragrance I purchased is from the House of Narcotica. This is their newest release, and this is called Narco Oasis. I love my Dulce Diablo from the brand, and I was excited to try this one because when I saw the notes, I knew it had to come home to me. This is what the bottle looks like. It's really nice. Notes in this fragrance are passion fruit, blackcurrant, blood orange, peach, juicy pear, jasmine, iris, vanilla infusion, brown sugar, tonka, blonde woods, vanilla bean musk, creamy sandalwood, and sea amber. Clearly, I've been having a moment with passion fruit. I have been craving passion fruit, and I have been wanting to wear it because it's summertime and it's just such a nice and refreshing fruit to have in a fragrance. From that opening, I get a burst of a juicy passion fruit. It's sweet and zesty and delicious. This is so mouth-watering. The passion fruit in this is done differently than Erba, Pura, Magica. Passion fruit in that one has lemon with it, so it's a little more zesty. This one goes to the sweeter side. I don't get any sea amber notes. I think sea amber is basically ambergris, but the saltiness that can come with that is not in here. I don't get anything salty. This gets sweeter and sweeter as it sits on my skin, as it develops. The dry down is a complete delicious gourmand. That brown sugar, it's sweet, it's delectable. It's a perfect summer tropical gourmand. The sandalwood and the sea amber give it depth, and this fragrance is chef's kiss. It's a 10 out of 10. They knocked it out of the ballpark with this one. This is an absolute gem. And I also pick up on the other fruits as it's drying down, because at first all I'm smelling here is passion fruit. I'm not getting all the other fruits mentioned, but as it's drying down, I'm getting some of that juicy peach, juicy pear, and slight hints of the blackcurrant. But as I said, that's more mid to dry down. If you love the note of passion fruit, I feel like this is a safe blind buy. This has no screechiness. It doesn't have any of that synthetic musk that Erba Pura by Xerjoff has. This is very smooth. Of course, get a sample of this first. I blind bought this. I couldn't wait for those samples. Do as I say, not as I do. But I do encourage you to try a sample. Fantastic, fantastic summer gourmand. Narco Oasis by Narcotica. This next fragrance that I purchased is a new release from the House of Oud. And ta-da! This is Bon Bon Pop. This is such a fun bottle, I have to say. The bottle, this is just adorable, and the notes in this one really appeal to me. This was a blind buy. I did not test this prior to purchasing it, but looking at the notes, I just knew. I'm going to go ahead and read the notes to you first. In the top notes, there is white peach, coconut, and bergamot. Middle notes, patchouli, and jasmine. Base notes are musk, precious woods, brown sugar, and amber. I'll spray some up here. This smells like a sweet treat. It's juicy ripe peaches with coconut cream on top. This smells amazing. Another successful release and blind buy for me. It's a playful, delicious, dreamy summer gourmand. This just smells so edible. For all my gourmand lovers, this is a decadent dessert in a bottle. Even though it's a gourmand, it smells summery. It does smell refreshing. It's not a cloying sweet. I've been wearing this and enjoying every second of it. I strongly recommend sampling this. I know those of you who have similar taste as me, especially when it comes to gourmand fragrances, will adore this fragrance. I strongly recommend Bon Bon Pop from the House of Oud. This next purchase is the Chapters Discovery Kit by Ellis Brooklyn. I purchased this kit at Sephora, and there are actually 2 standout fragrances in here. I'm not going to get too much into all of them. It will just take up too much time. I'll just quickly go over them. Myth is that clean musk fragrance. If you want to smell fresh and clean, this is a good one. I used to have a travel decant of this, and I never purchased the full size because the performance was very poor in this one. This one is Salt, and this is one of the ones that are standouts to me. Salt has yellow florals, there's some musk and sandalwood. These are dabbers. I don't like dabbers. I wish this was a spray. This is a beachy summer musky scent. It's salty and woody. This basically smells like skin after you've been swimming in the ocean, and then you are sitting in the sand and the sand gets on your skin. It gives this salty, musky scent. This is what it smells like. The other one I've been really liking is Sunfruit. Sunfruit has notes of pear, fig, bergamot, jasmine, orange blossom, cyclamen, coconut musk, amber, and vanilla orchid. This is a blend of fruits and florals enveloped in musk. It's very juicy, sweet, and creamy. You get the coconut, there's that note of fig, and the 2 together just make it extra creamy, very beachy, very summery. And I've been layering these 2 together, Salt and Sunfruit. Now these 2 together create a magic potion. And then there's Vanilla Milk. This is florals with sandalwood and vanilla. Smells very electronic, milky. I do not like the scent. I don't like the way the florals in here are mixing in with those milky tones. It smells off. It doesn't smell right. I'm not a fan of this one. That's a really good travel set to try if you are looking to explore Ellis Brooklyn. And that completes my haul for today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you back here soon. Take care.